Here.
Mr. Cunningham,
Here.
Mr. Lawler,
Here.
Mr. Sneed,
Here.
and Mr. Hilsinger.
Here. So we have a total of 5.
Mr. Taylor's here.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Taylor.
Were you taking an afternoon nap or what?
I just rolled in the door. Sorry.
Perfect timing. We just took roll call, Mr. Taylor.
You bet.
All right. We have a score sheet and summary from December 7th. We need a motion to accept.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Second motion.
Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it 6-0. No status sheet. Committee reports, nominated committee. Keith?
Yes, sir. Nomination. I'd like to nominate Mr. Wayne Hilsinger as our chairman, our co-chair, Mr. Bill Sneed, and our secretary. I'd like to nominate Mr. Bill Fowler. All these gentlemen have done a fine job over the years, and I hope they continue to do as good a job as they've always done.
Thank you, Keith.
You bet.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it 6-0. And we'll go on to PC 21-20, EcoSite LLC.
All right, this is Mel Wilson with the Planning Department. For purposes of review, PC 21-20 EcoSite LLC is a request for a conditional use permit in the C2 shopping district for a lease area on a site south of Trampy Avenue, east of Larimore Drive. You can see the aerial here. You can see that the cell tower is in existence. They were seeking a CUP because when the tower was built, it was presented as a co-used tower, which would not have required a conditional use permit. They did not end up constructing a co-used tower. So in order for them to bring it into compliance before they do add another antenna, they had to come seek the conditional use permit. So the preliminary site development plan shows the site as it exists now. You access the tower. The maintenance drive is on the eastern side, south of Trampy Avenue. There are 2 parking spaces and then a fenced equipment area surrounding the tower. Staff has recommended that the petitioner modify the fencing to be site-proof. At this time, it's regular chain link. So they would either need to replace it with a site-proof fence or add slats to the chain link to make it site-proof. Staff has also recommended increasing the landscaping to screen the equipment compound. So based on those considerations, the department is recommending approval. Like I said, the tower has been there for a couple of years now with no adverse effects. There are no proposed changes besides the additional antenna. And with the other modifications I mentioned, staff is recommending approval, and we have brought this as a letter of recommendation this evening.
Okay, we need a motion.
I'll make a motion for approvals.
We have a second.
Second motion.
Discussion, anyone? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it 6-0. And we'll go on to PC 22-20, STL Quilube.
So this is a request for a conditional use permit in the C3 shopping district for a site in the northwest quadrant of Lindbergh Boulevard and Tesson Ferry Road. You can see on the aerial, it's at this intersection in the northwest quadrant. So it's east of Baptist Church Road, east of Concord Village Avenue as well. The proposed use for the site is a vehicle service facility, thus it requires the conditional use. The site is currently developed with a fast food restaurant. The petitioner has proposed to remove the restaurant building, replace it with a vehicle service center. But other than that, the circulation of the site would remain the same. You can see the parking along the western edge. Vehicles, customers would pull into the site or pull into the bays from the north side of the building. And then when they exit, they could exit to Lindbergh Boulevard or Tesson Ferry Road. In regards to the site plan, staff has recommended a landscape buffer along the road frontages. Additionally, MoDOT has requested that the petitioner relocate the sidewalk from on the site into MoDOT right-of-way. Planning, the staff feels that this auto-oriented use is compatible with the surrounding permitted uses. Lindbergh Boulevard is an established commercial corridor, and we feel that this use is acceptable at this location. With the additional landscaping to enhance the visual appearance, we feel this use is compatible. Additionally, staff would require that a lot consolidation be required and recorded prior to site plan approval. The site right now is comprised of 2 parcels. With that, we are recommending approval of this request.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion for approval.
Okay, do we have a second?
I second.
Discussion.
I just have one question. The type of auto, is it auto repair or auto installation?
So they would it would mostly be oil changes. I think it would be similar to like a Jiffy Lube operation.
Okay.
It's auto service, not auto repair. So service is oil change.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Right.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I just wanted that clarified. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? Seeing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it 6-0. And we'll go to Club Wash operating PC 23-20.
This is a request for a conditional use permit in the C2 shopping district on the south side of Gravois Road, west of Tesson Ferry Road. As you may recall, near the end of 2019, this commission held a public hearing regarding a proposal for a Panera restaurant with a drive-through on this site. That purchase agreement had expired, and then Club Carwash had a contract with the property owner to seek a conditional use permit for a car wash facility with a tunnel, an automated tunnel car wash and vacuum bays. So here's the preliminary site plan. Gravois is at the top. The car wash tunnel is on the east side. Customers would come in and circulate from the western side in a counterclockwise manner to the southern entrance of the building. Here you can see the structure. There is an attendee kiosk and sort of shade canopy that's where the customers would, I guess, swipe their card, or if they're a member, they would swipe their membership card before going into the tunnel. There are 12 vacuum bays proposed west of the structure, and a retaining wall in the southeast corner of the site. And then there is a trash enclosure proposed in the northeast corner of the site. Planning staff have recommended a few modifications to the site plan. MoDOT, in conversations with MoDOT, there may be some changes required for the entrance based on MoDOT's access management policies. If this were to advance to site plan review, that would be worked out between the petitioner and the Missouri Department of Transportation. There is a proposed pylon sign near the entrance. Staff have recommended signs per the C2, the underlying C2 district, but we have recommended that signage be monument in style. Staff has recommended a structure setback for the trash enclosure. We feel that it's too close to the Gravois frontage, and in order to maintain the sort of visual appeal of the site, we've recommended a 30-foot setback for the trash enclosure. Staff have also proposed requirements for additional landscaping. The section you see that's shaded green has been proposed as landscape rock. Staff feels it would be more appropriate to plant that area with native grasses, as well as some trees and shrubs on the main landscape island on the interior of the site. Additionally, as shown on the preliminary site plan by the applicant, staff have written a condition requiring decorative aluminum or wrought iron fencing for the site. The trash enclosure would need to be site-proof, fenced with site-proof fencing. Based on these considerations, staff is proposing or recommending approval of this request. Proposed use is reasonable, and we feel it would be consistent with the surrounding development pattern. Gravois Road is established as a commercial corridor in this area, and we feel this use can be developed similarly to other auto-oriented uses with a drive-through concept along Gravois Road. I went over some of the proposed modifications to the site plan, including the increasing the distance of the site, the trash enclosure from Gravois Road, as well as additional landscaping. This site is also comprised of multiple parcels, and a lot consolidation would be required prior to site plan approval. We are recommending approval, and I'd be happy to entertain any questions after a motion.
Okay, we need a motion.
This is Bill. I'll make a motion for approval.
Do we have a second?
Second motion.
Okay, discussion.
Because I just received my mail from the post office. I've been out of town. On Gravois, Mel, where is this at on Gravois? I'm sorry.
It's a little bit west of Tesson Ferry Road. So it's sort of north of Lutheran High School south of
Okay, so where the burger and breakfast place is
Yeah,
at?
this is where
Okay.
Breakfast and Burgers is right now.
Okay, so
Right.
we looked at this before. Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, anyone else? Seeing none, all those in favor?
All right.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it 6-0. And we'll go to, we already did the letter for approval. Is that it?
That's it.
That's it.
Need a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
We meet next on Monday, January 25th for a public hearing at 7 o'clock.
I second the so move motion.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it 6-0. Anything big on the 125, Gail?
We have 4 different sites, and we have a new subdivision in the Oakville area off of Telegraph Road near Fine, on a site that you've seen before. We have a self-storage proposal on Gravois. Mel, what are the others? Some out parcel on the South County Mall site.
And then a rezoning at Lindbergh and Lee May Ferry at the corner, Quick Trip. This isn't a proposal for the use, but in order for them to seek to establish the use, they need to rezone a parcel.
Do you know where the St. Vincent de Paul thrift store is? Quick Trip is looking to redevelop that corner.
Okay,
On the corner there, where they do auto repair now?
Yeah, there's a small auto repair facility,
Yeah,
zone
yeah,
C8.
okay.
Mhm.
Boy, that doesn't seem to be as big as of a parcel for Quick Trip.
Well, they would be all the remainder where the St. Vincent de Paul is, and that other strip center is zone C3. So they're just asking for the corner piece to be rezoned, and then they would include the thrift store portion with their property.
I got you.
But they'll show that as part of their presentation.
Is Gail, the one down by Fine Road, is that up on the hilltop?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
So that's McBride is proposing a single family subdivision.
Yeah. Wow. That's a challenge. Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
It is
we're
a
out of here
change.
then.
Okay.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank
evening,
you.
everyone.
All right.
Okay, have a good one.
Stay safe.